I got involved in Book of Mormon at the very beginning of the casting process. I got a phone call from Bobby Lopez. He had seen me in something, and he thought that I'd be right for it, but he didn't know if I could sing or not, so he reached out to Vadim Feichner, who at the time was the musical arranger on a show that I was doing called Spelling Bee. And he said, do you have any demos of Josh singing or anything? And Vadim said, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. We recorded this thing called Carols for a Cure. I'll get that over to you. And he listened to it and he was like, oh my God, you've got a great voice. Turns out it wasn't me that he was listening to. It was one of my co-stars in the show. So he listened to that and cast me off it. But suffice it to say, I guess the voice was okay because I kept the role.
Matt and I are so used to writing for ourselves and knowing that, okay, whatever we come up with, we're gonna go in the booth and I'll be Cartman and you be Kyle and we'll figure it out, you know? But to do something finally where we're writing and then we're finding someone, and like Josh had been with us since like the first workshop. So immediately we're watching what he's doing, we're like, oh, okay, let's see him do this, let's see him do that. It was really cool to just start writing for somebody.
Anytime I would come up with characterization for Cunningham, they would, for the most part, embrace it and help me to bring myself to the character in many ways. Whether it was that crazy laugh that he does or some of the names that he calls Nabalungi, it was very much something that they were open to.
The only downside, which if you could call it that, about having Josh is so funny and such a good performer, and he's so good at getting an audience like in the palm of his hand that you can write crap and he'll make it funny, and then you watch it in front of an audience and you're like, oh, that was pretty good, and you're like, wait a second, that's just Josh making it good, you know? And part of theater and part of doing a musical is making it, the bones of it, really, really good and really something you can watch over and over and something that can be done by different performers someday, but you're seeing him now on stage. He's just killing it.